friends, your family, and your not so friendly friends, your frenemies. Tell them that Mayegun is back. Mayegun today. Thank you so much if you have done that already. Tonight, I have come again with some loads of gists, and it's always going to be pretty much available for everyone to decipher on the program tonight. We are starting with the news that whatever it is right now that the Nigerian Naira is experiencing in this voodoo economy, Thiefnubunomics, where they are feeding you with falsehood, lies, propaganda. Do you remember the saying that you can steal it, or you can grab it, or even snatch it, or run with it? Use propaganda to gain power, but you will not be able to run a country successfully on propaganda. Propaganda cannot fix economy. Propaganda cannot fix insecurity, incompetence of those who have grabbed it, snatched it, and ran with it has become so much exposed that their stock in trade, as we speak, is now blackmail, gaslighting, and in some cases, different kind of threats. The criminals who told you that Thiefnumbu, the druggie, the jaga banditi, the jaga addict, the Asiwaju Awole, Asiwaju Awon Agbero, in that contraption called Nigeria, they said he has been preparing to be your president for 30 years. The last 18 months has been the hell, something worse than the Shege Banza, the Shege Pro Max. Today, they are asking you to be patient, endure, while they while they feast, they ask you to fast. While they go borrowing, they ask you or force you to go sorrowing. Today, the Nigerian Naira has taken further hits. And for those who love to, who are very good in reading, the economy, I think they are like the economy experts, they call themselves. They have dropped a new warning. And for me, on this platform, even when the Ronukus, the bad starts, the bad idiots, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all-risers, the Lagos Abobakus, even when they try to gaslight us and said, most of the time, they say it's because we are wishing or we are not wishing Nigeria well, that we are always happy whenever Nigeria goes down. We're like, this is not a matter of wishes. If wishes were horses, beggars no go ride. If wishes can build a country, do you know that Nigeria will be far, 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 far better than some of these first world economies? Oh, I wish. Just close your eyes. I wish that Nigeria Naira would be to dollar would be 1 Naira to $1. And it'll just be like, dun, 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 and it will automatically become 1 Naira to $1. Oh, I wish that all the Nigerian roads, they will just look exactly like the best roads in the world. Dun, 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 I wish that Nigeria hospitals, they will just be the best in the world. Dun, 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 best hospitals. Do you even understand what it means? If people are trying to gaslight you and say, oh, it's because you are not wishing Nigeria well, that is why Nigeria is going down. The lunatics who does that, they are on Mayegun's diary political once in a while. They accuse us of not wishing Nigeria well. Then I am like, hang on, hang on. Let's assume that me and you and you and you, we are not wishing Nigeria well, but others are wishing Nigeria well. How come saying our own wish, they come to pass? That is why Nigeria is not well. What happened to your own wish? The Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, the Ronu bastards. How come your own wish? At least you wish Nigeria better, Abi. Wishes don't build countries. Wishes don't build, especially economies and countries that are intentionally sabotaged by the rogues, the American assets, the Saudi assets, and the rest of all those criminal assets of foreign agents in Nigeria, intentionally destroying Nigeria. Here is one of them. Okay? Nigeria Naira is worse than the trashy paper. This one is House of Representative member from Kano State. This is how he intends to empower his Alimajiri supporters in Kano to boost the economy of Kano. He decided his own share of the loot in Nigeria. He decided to cash out, envelope the money, and share it to the Alimajiris in Kano. He didn't put this money together, right, to start a company or a training institute that will educate those who are supposed to, help Nigeria out of the wood. No. In Nigeria, where criminals are writing budgets, debating budgets, padding budgets, passing the same, sharing the money, they will push the blame, the responsibility to you and say, instead of you to pray for your country, instead of you to pray for your right? Or it's because you are not praying enough. It's because you are not wishing Nigeria well enough. That is why Nigeria is going down. The rogues are taking care of themselves. They are asking you to go and do 40 days fasting and prayer, 120 days vigil. There is actually another one that was like 300 days of fasting and prayer. People will even kill Jesus self. They are not suffering like you. They are not. That should have been one of the greatest sins at the time, to kill the Savior. Yet they are currently not even suffering like the rest of you. The rogues are taking care of themselves. They are buying themselves cars. They are buying themselves private jets. Right? They are denying you what should have been basic things: healthcare, education, security, infrastructure. All of these are being denied you. But you think pointing fingers at people like me is going to make your problem go away. No, it won't. Thiefnubu went to the World Bank, to the IMF. They gave him conditions before they can give him money. Nobody is bringing their money to Nigeria to come and invest in a place led by a drug dealer, in a place led by deputized by a Boko Haram terrorist, a place where God knows maybe these foreign investors also have their own intel that has probably told them that all these guys, they are assets of foreign countries. So you better be careful. If you go to that place, it's either you are just going to go in there to go and lose your money. In 18 months, Thiefnubu devalued your Nigerian Naira for peanuts, for loans. It devalued your Naira, devalued your hard work, devalued your existence by more than 500%. And today, Nigerian Naira is now 1,749 Naira to $1. These were the people who took the Naira from 148 Naira to $1 to what it is today, right? Now we have received the report. Your foreign reserve It's not $40 billion. It's all fake lies. I told you that one before. It's coming out now. In January, in fact, by next month, it has been projected that your Naira to dollar is likely going to be over 1,000, nearly 2,000 Naira to $1. By the time you get to January, February, when Donald Trump finally lifts the ban on drilling crude oil in America, and people begin to drill as they are singing it currently in America, drill, baby, drill, baby, drill, 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 drill. All this climate change campaign and the rest of that, by January 20, the first set of action of Donald Trump is that America should drill, drill, drill. And that simply means if they are still selling a barrel of crude oil right now, for example, let's say $70, last if it fall down to maybe $40 or $50 in 6 months of the first 6 months of 2025, when that finally happens, your Nigerian Naira will likely probably crash further to the easiest could be probably 2,500 or more around that time. That will be the time the lies they are telling you, like many other lies they've told you, that you are wondering, maybe they said that when they remove subsidy, that is going to strengthen Naira. How come the thing is not strengthening? It's becoming weaker and weaker. By next year, the whole lies will explode. And you know what that simply means? The same criminals who told you they remove subsidy, playing hanky-panky, they are playing hide and seek with your lives and your future, right? Subsidizing dollars, the scarce forex, they are subsidizing these same importers, playing hide and seek with you, Dangote, NNPC, importers, exporters, all this nonsense, Abi, in the with the promise that Nigeria Naira and Nigeria crude oil will be sold in Naira, and all those lies, by the end of this year, the whole thing will become tissue, as they are, tissue of lies that will hold no water, nothing. So, I don't know those of you who are businessmen. I have no idea. I do have an idea, but maybe not as much as those of you who are experiencing it. What it takes to run your business or to sustain or make your business survive under this Thiefnubunomics. To this point, it is about to get worse. And I know that the real people that will suffer it are simply the consumers, the end users, the same pro-beating citizens of Nigeria who have been waiting for Thiefnubu's renewed hope, which is reduced shege to start with, renewed shege. You see, those of you who are businessmen, businesswomen, who are like importing, people have said that before, and they are still saying it. What it takes them to import and clear 10 containers. This is just last year, a year and a half ago, is what they are now spending to import and clear just about 2-3 containers. And guess what? At exorbitant cost. And that is why things will continue to be like, another thing. In Nigeria today, despite the fact that they announced increase in your minimum wage by these scammers, these graduates, Thiefnubu and his gang, he has not been paid to anybody in that contraption. I just thought I should tell you, in case if you have other alternative and other plans, just begin to explore, kind of exploit them, explore them, because all the lies they told you, it's almost like a shit now that is going to hit the fan. When it hit the fan, now all of us could stink, including those of you living in the diaspora, right? I was trolling them on Twitter earlier, and I saw this woman who happened to be the former wife or the wife of the former or late governor of Ondo State, Betty Akeredolu. Is very bitter indeed. Who will rescue Nigeria? What a zoo country. What? Madam, what's happened? How come that you are beginning to agree with us that Nigeria is a zoo? It's probably worse than a zoo. Zoo is organized. So those of you who have been to zoo, not Nigerian zoo, But I think when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk about, called Nigeria a zoo, I don't think it's referring to the normal zoo. Have you been to Nigeria zoo? Have you? Oh, you should. Baba, you go do charity, fundraiser for them and for the animals in those zoo. That's exactly what the old caricature of a thing that they've made Nigeria, a zoo. And if we stick to that, we can say, Baba, you know that what they call the patient dog, eat the fattest bone. Have you seen the patient dog and the patient lion in Nigeria zoo? Baba, they know they see any fattest bone anywhere. Go online and search for Nigeria zoo and see the animals in their zoo. And then you kind of will be able to, compare them with the Nigerians who are mostly walking corpses right now, So when this woman said, who will save Nigeria? Who will rescue Nigeria? And I was like, that's not small. Everybody, here you get, everybody go confess that,
patience. I came to ask the...
This is what I remember of her. I'm starting with this tonight.
Patience. I came to ask the party chairman, are we holding this election or not? And I said, what we witnessed in the past 2 days were kangaroo elections, state assembly. And I thought, okay, the governor can do anything with the state assembly. But national, this is a very important legislative house. You don't joke with it. But lo and behold, yesterday, they asked somebody, all the aspirants, to step down for one, I don't know whether to say unpopular, because he just collected his form maybe 3 days ago.
What is his name, man? Who is this person?
Please, I don't know.
Okay.
Other aspirants that be campaigning, spending their money, they forced them to step down, and they did so with anger. You need to see the video of these other aspirants. I said, if this is what Hope is planning for Senate, all of us are responsible Nigerians. You can say upscale Nigerians. You can't do that to me. You cannot. I'm an advocate.
What's your demand?
We must. I got to vote. We must vote. If I lose, I will lose gallantly. I will support my brother Tungwa Chema and the delegates over this Honucho. But as it stands now, I'm not on consensus. Consensus is not in my diary because I knew I worked hard to win this election. Let us follow the election.
Thank you.
Don't worry, so no. I will have a here. This is 2022 for crying out loud. How can we change the system if there is no transparency? And I want
Nuisance, Lily.
Just a quick reminder. So now that Betty Akeredolu, the Rotifmi Akeredolu's widow, who is no longer, she no longer have access to, the state fund, the sort of comfort of office and all of those things around it, the lockstar and all of that of the office. So, like Aregbe Mugbana Baba Kabiru, Baba Afusa said yesterday, this system of government is making some people rich and it's making some people poor. It's not good. People are going to revolt very soon. They are always, they always seem to come back to their senses when they are no longer in power. All right? Before they gain power, they pretend to have sense. Then when they have access to power where they chop, right? They will become, they will begin to maintain table manners where you don't talk when you are eating. All right? Then once they are out of their power, then they will get their senses back. Suddenly they will kind of like, realize that the system won't work. It is like this mofo. You see this Ikorodu mofo, right? In 2011, he was one of those who knew then that this druggie, this Koolu Thiefnubu, is a drug lord. Today, is a special advisor to Thiefnubu on social media matter. Today, he is now defending Thiefnubu and is a drug heroin trafficking history and every other thing, including the certificate forgery today. But give him another few months. Once they remove him now or sack him and he doesn't have access to free money anymore, it will go back to this status quo where they'll begin to talk about how Nigeria is not working, is Today, Thiefnubu is reforming. 5.1 billion naira is the total money that Thiefnubu paid out to buy V6 Prado, Toyota Prado Jeep for 2023, 2024 made, brand new to Toyota. Even though they are telling you, all of now, to endure. So if you go to their govspend.ng, you can see how much money these Olori Brukus are spending. So when one Ronuku, maybe na Brodian Ronuku, came on to Mayegun's diary Politico and told me that, Mayegun, all this name calling, they are not necessary. I say, Ogun kill you, they Ogun paidan. That's what I actually said, though. I said, if you come to Mayegun's diary Politico with all your political correctness, or shofoni, or shofo, or jonodanoni, right? It's necessary. Okay? Like, interjection, abikilong pe, what's like in between, kema fi pe kun fun won olori buruku ni won. You will not use political correctness here. I mean, it is actually forbidden, in case if you are new, especially those of you who are the new Templars, who probably joined Mayegun's diary Politico maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a few days ago. And somehow, you want me to be a gentleman that we just, you can deliver your message without having to abuse anybody. Or shofoni. If you don't understand the meaning of shofoni, ask somebody in the comment, they will explain it to you. Ati wall, ati political correctness here. Because some of you, Nigerians, right? We have already, deciphered that here. We've decoded that, okay? That most of you Nigerians, you do not really hate corruption. You do not hate oppression. Most of you just don't like it if you are not the one doing the oppression or benefiting from the corruption. We have those that usually hide behind the pulpit bandit religion to defend the pulpit bandit, pastorpreneurs, and all of that. Pastors, you dey feel me, eh? So if I have to stop in midway to beg you to kind of like even though that's not to the work, if to say the work, suppose don't see some of you get here with it done because you will not even have a chance to grab your phone and come on to Mayegun's diary Politico to either indirectly defend these criminals and take offense. Do you know the people who only take offense on Mayegun's diary Politico? The closest supporters of these criminals who are always cherry pick. You are a Yoruba man. As a Yoruba man, you are supposed to respect elders. The reason to be shofoni, if you have a problem with me, calling out and cussing out these Olori Brukus, and you don't have a problem in questioning that who born these people, who raised them, who are their parents? Did the parents of your criminal leaders in Nigeria, did they raise thieves or responsible men and women? I mean, you have a chance to lead the people, represent them, speak for them, but you spend the time to sabotage them, steal from them, and leave them in penury, leave them in abject poverty, leave them vulnerable, exposed, unprotected, Abi, and yet you are still looking for respect or shofoni. You have a problem with me causing them out, but you don't have problem with these guys. You think I don't have home training? Oh, you this guy, you lack home training. I beg, who trained these ones? The ones that are drug pushers, drug addicts, certificate forgers, those who are destroying Nigeria. Who raised them? Who are their parents? You don't have problem with that, do you? Oh, you have problem with me. The reason why it's not